Hi there, and welcome to day two, where we're going to be talking all about inviting. And this is, I think, a big doozy for the majority of people. The I in pipes seems to be where many of us have fears, and we come crashing down. Inviting people into experiencing the oils, inviting people into the business. A lot of people have fears, some self-limiting beliefs. They feel like, oh, I don't want to seem salesy. I don't want to come across in this way or that way. And it really puts people on edge. And this is where a lot of people can stumble down in their businesses, is in this particular area, in the I, in the inviting. So this is an area that does require you to be a bit courageous, to step up, to take some bold action. So that's what today is going to be all about. And I hope that, between the videos and the activities and things that you get to see through these posts, that you get some insight. You can maybe have a slight change of mindset, or a slight way of viewing things, so that inviting people to experience the oils can become easier for you. And it does. It just does over time. Trust me. So what I just wanted to capture very quickly is some of the basic elements behind inviting. And the number one thing that, as all of us new builders do, is we put together a names list. So we do look to put at least 100, hopefully around 200 names together in a list. And this is everybody that you know, your childhood friendships, your current friendships, all of your family, extended family, cousins, etc. You put your if you have a dentist or doctor, or gardener, or whoever you've got in your life, just put all of their names on the list, and it can get quite huge quite quickly. So put everybody on that list, even if you have no inkling that you'll ever maybe contact them, maybe even a bank manager or someone, but put them all down there on the list. And what this list does is it anchors you into knowing that there is this never-ending stream of people out there that you know that you could talk to about the oils. So, it's very rare that we exhaust that list, or that we've actually contacted everybody on that list. So as you meet new people, as you go to networking events, as you go and join a new circle of friends or whatever, just keep on adding people's names to this list. And what that also does is that when you might contact your friends, and many of us find this, the people who are the closest to us often give us the most resistance and the opposition. And look, that's completely fine. Often they've seen us all our life doing something, and we're saying, well, we're going to be doing something new now and something a bit different. And it causes our inner circle of people a little bit of concern, even though we know that it's right for us, and every cell in our being is saying, yes, this is fantastic. They are a little bit more cautious. And so that's just so to be expected. The best thing you can do there is just not stop what you're doing, and just be congruent, be consistent. Don't stop. So, if you do stop and go, oh, I'm not going to be doing this anymore, it's just not right for me, they'll just go, I knew, that's what I thought. But if you just keep on doing it, people do come around eventually. So stick with this. The worst thing that anybody can do in a doTERRA business is give up. Really, the fortune is in the follow-up, and just stick at it, and you will basically prove all those naysayers out there that this is amazing. We all know these products are amazing. There's very few of us who've been using the products for a while who will ever give them up. The supplement ranges, all the oils that we use on a daily basis, the toothpaste, the lifestyle sort of habit that we now underpin with doTERRA products. So we all know that this is really good stuff, and we just have to live it, breathe it, and other people will be naturally invited to join us. So that's, just prioritize your names list. So you will have a really large names list, and just prioritize that in the people that you are going to start inviting to your classes. Then the second area around inviting is just sharing naturally. So in your day-to-day conversations, where, just for instance, in the last week, you know, as you might know, you may not know, but I've been overseas with the doTERRA convention, and I also went on the Alaskan Diamond Mastermind cruise, which was just awesome. And while I was with a lot of people I knew, I was actually craving some time on my own, thinking, you know, that's really where magic happens. When I'm out on my own, I can meet new people and the conversations just sort of freely go into different directions. And I met one woman from Alberta, Canada, in the jacuzzi with her husband, and just got talking about what I do and how much I love the oils and what sort of classes I put on. And she couldn't wait to hear more about them, and she wanted to experience the oils, and I set up a one-on-one consult with her on the back deck of the boat the next day. So we had an hour together, and I've sent her a lot of information, followed up with her in an email. And while she hasn't ordered yet, I know that will be, you know, down the track. She was so keen to invite me into her book club, so I'll probably Zoom in there. So that was just sharing naturally in the spa tub on top of a cruise ship. So if you can do that, do that. But just, yeah, seriously, just share just in your natural stories of the lifestyle that you're creating for yourself, will naturally just invite people in to want to know more and find out what these natural solutions are all about. Another little story was, I was sitting on the plane from Vancouver to LA, and there was a young girl sitting with me, and I just in the seat, and for a third of the trip we didn't talk, and then I just turned around and said, so you're heading home, or you're going away on a holiday? And she said she's heading home, in a really thick Australian accent. So we talked about what we'd just been doing, and she was so excited to hear all about these oils. She had smelt doTERRA oils before, but she hadn't been invited to use them or to open up an account. So now she's very excited about that, and the whole doTERRA philosophy aligns exactly where she wants to go in life. So I think I've actually found she's not only just enrolled with a Home Essentials kit, but she'd like to start running classes, and she, got that feeling she's going to be a pretty cool builder. So that is awesome. That's just from sharing naturally just in the last week. So do that. Share, the products that you love, like what you get from the LLV pack, the opportunity that doTERRA provides. So many of us we like to talk about products and things, but then actually inviting people into the opportunity that there is a business behind this that is very lucrative for the people who'd like to put in the effort and keep working out ways that they can make this business thrive for them. There's certainly an opportunity there. Also share that, you hold classes, or even if you, they can't visit a class, offer them an online class or record a class and be able to send it to them. So there's so many different ways to be able to sort of share naturally and invite them into knowing more about doTERRA. And of course, share your experiences as well, what these oils and the products have personally done for you. Then there is certainly the inviting to classes, and this can happen in a variety of ways, but the more personal you can make inviting to classes, the better. One of the worst things you can do is just do a very bland mass media, Facebook kind of event, and then just invite all your friends without any personal contact, and it's really off-putting. I know myself, I don't like being just automatically being put into groups or events, but when people reach out to me and there's a personal touch to it, like they say, how are the kids, and what are you up to lately, how's Sophie going with this and that, and blah 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 blah, you feel like someone's actually really thinking of you and has got your interest at heart. And it doesn't sound like just like they're doing it for their self-interest. They're actually making the time and the effort to connect with you. So always, when you're inviting to classes, always make it a personal invitation. So either tailoring it through a text, tailoring it in an email, or even making a physical, like a written out invitation where you're writing it out in your handwriting, and put a magnet, like one of those little bits of sticky magnet, on the back so people can put it directly on the fridge, and then they can see that invite, and they get a bit more excited about coming to your class. So that's a little bit more around the inviting people to classes. And always remind guests to attend. So we live in such a busy lifestyle now, and things just aren't at the front of mind. So always remind guests to attend, even a reminder 48 hours before the event, and also 24 hours before the event is a good idea. So there's just a few tips and bits within there. There'll be a lot more information sent through the different posts today, but I hope that kind of just sets the scene for today, day 2 being around invite. And I know that this is a big doozy for a lot of people, so stick with us, and I hope that you get a lot from today. Thanks so much. Bye.